Hello everyone, this is Lit here. Welcome to another farming video. In today's video, we will play around with harvest and expeditions. So for the Atlas tree, we will use growing horde. This will give us 40% pack size if we use 4 kilo scarab, which we will. For the expeditions, we will use extreme archaeology. This just to make things a lot simpler. You just have one explosive, you put down the explosive in the middle of everything and you explode it. That's it. And that's the reason why I use extreme archaeology, because it's a lot easier, it's a lot faster too. Another note is also we're going to take distinguished demolitionist. This will increase the explosive radius and ancient writing. This will add +2 remnant, so basically just add more mods into the expeditions. The last one, we will play with buried knowledge, and this will increase the quantity of the logbook that drops into your map. For the harvest, we will play around with crop rotations, and we're also going to pair it with Heart of the Groove. And this will give us a 10% chance to the unchosen crops to not wilt. And this is very important if you're playing crop rotations, because it gives you another chance to upgrade another color. We're also going to take doubling season. This gives us 10% chance for the life force to be duplicated. We're also going to take bumper crop. In this one basically give a 50% chance to contain additional harvest. In crop rotation, we want as much plot as possible. So all of this note is really important for the crop rotations. And for the crop rotation itself, I will explain it later in the video because it's easier to explain this with the examples. It's not that complicated. You just have to know like which one priority. I will try to make it as simple as possible. So this is the Atlas tree that I will use. I will put the link into the PO planner in the descriptions. And for the setup, we will use 8 mod maps because it's easier to do so and it's not costing that much. I think one 8 mod map for Jungle Valley is around 40C. The reason for the 8 mod map also, we get like a really good pack size. Usually 8 mod map will have around 38 to 42 pack size depending on the mod, but you will usually get close around 40%, which is great. And for the scarab, we will use 4 gilded scarabs because of the growing horde. We will get 40% pack size from this. For the map device, we will use expeditions because that's how we're going to force the expedition into the map. For the sextants, we will use sacred groove. The second, we will have life forces duplicated, and this is the most important one. We will use the blue plan. Because the blue is the one that we're going to sacrifice. Also because in the Atlas tree we are blocking purple and blue, meaning all the natural spawn will be most likely yellow. So we still want blue to sacrifice. So it's very important for the sextants, for the life force application is a blue pen. If the blue pen end up going too high, we can use purple, because purple and blue, the price is almost the same. Basically, that's the 2 target you're going to sacrifice for yellow. The third one, we're going to use map have 20% quality, because most of the 8 mod map not come with quality. But if you able to buy the map with already have the 20% quality, usually it's handmade. You do not need a sextant. You can use whatever you want. This sextant slot is not really that important. And the last sextant is increase runic monster number, and this will help you get more chance to have a logbook. So that's about the setup. So we will do 48 maps of this. And I will record the number of the life force, profit, and so on and so forth as usual on the spreadsheet, which I will also link in the description below. And we will jump into the results. And this is the result that I get. We have 45 billion medallion, we have 105 exotic coinage, and we have 100,000 plus 3.4k yellow juice. This is also consistent with my previous testing. You usually get around like 100 up to 120k. We have like 20k of the white crystallized. This is also still aligned. Usually you get around like 20 to 25. And for the blue juice, this is the one that we sacrifice. So obviously you're not going to get much of this. We only get 8k. Get a bunch of essences. But in this one, I will not count the essences. I will not count the invitation because I want this strategy to focus only on harvest and expeditions. And in the spreadsheet, we can see the data of the juice. In this one, I have one map that I basically break. This is basically a map that have all blue. So if you get into the map and you get into the harvest and your harvest have all blue, which is very rare. I think in like 150 map that I try, including this, I only got like 2 of them. It's very rare to happen, but it can. If you have all blue, that map is basically break. There's nothing you can do. And for the average life force, we got 2.7. The average yellow juice is 2.1k. In this testing, my average time is around 2 minutes something. I don't think even cross the 2 minute 5. Normally, it will take around like 2 minutes to clear the map. Sometimes it's even faster. I have a few maps that are like 1 minute and 15 seconds, or like 1 minute and 20 seconds to finish the map. So the map is pretty fast. You basically just get into the map and you open the harvest. You see expedition, you do the expedition, you see the harvest, you go into harvest, and you just take as much auto as you can along the way. And you just do the harvest and do the expedition and get out and put another map. This is how I will count the life force. For the blue life force is 2,800 for one div. I think now it's going a bit higher. I think 2,700, but let's just stick on this one for simplicity's sake. And for the purple is around 2,400, now 2,300, but once again, just for the simplicity, we're just going to keep it at 2,400. And for the yellow juice, it's around 1,000 for one div. And this is one thing that if you want to do this strategy, I will really suggest to not sell your life for it, especially yellow life force. Do not sell it on like normal price, because you get a lot of them. Like in 48 maybe you get 100k. If you have if you have that much amount, sell it in the bulk price. The bulk price for yellow juice is around 900 for one div. I put 1,000 in just to be conservative, because this is also what I sell from a previous run. I think I sell around like 250k, and it's just sell instantly with 1,000 for one div. So I think 1,000 is a safe options. For the logbook, I will only count Night of the Sun and Black Side logbook. I think their price is like around 90c. Some sell it for 80, some sell it for 100. So we're just going to take the middle road. It's a 90c each. And that's how I get a number of 10 div. I think we get around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 13 logbook, which I'm going to multiply by 90 and divided by the number of the different price. So we get 10 divine from that. And exotic coin sell for 18 for one divine. And Burial Medallion is sell for 15 for one divine. The expedition is not exactly contributing that much, so if you want to get rid of the expedition, you can do so, but I think it's good addition, since expedition also do not add that much time. You can pretty much just do it as you can pretty much do it really fast. If you want to put 3 minutes here, I'm fine with it. It's like 39.6, it's like 40 div per hour. It's pretty good. Yeah, so this is all the data that I have, and I will link the session in the description if you guys want to look at it. The next one, I will show some showcase on the. I will show some mob showcase. Then I will meet you guys on the end for the crop rotation example and what you should do in the crop rotations. So for the crop rotations, this is the worst map you can get. where you get everything is a monocolor. This has happened very rarely, but it can happen. If you get like everything same color like this, doesn't matter what color, your crop rotation is basically useless. And if you see a map like this, just leave it. It's not going to worth your time to do all of this. So first we need to talk about the order or priority. Number one, you always want to click blue first. There's a few instances where you're going to click purple, but generally speaking, you always begin with blue, and then you will continue with purple, and the last one will be always yellow. For the tree plot like this is very easy. There's a blue, purple, and blue, purple. So we're going to click blue first, and we hope for the chance to upgrade 2 of the purple, and you can kind of check which purple is the worst and sacrifice that one. And in this case, I'm just clicking any of them, doesn't really matter, because this is a tree plot. Usually you're not going to get that much anyway. But if you want to min-max, you check the 2 blue, the 2 purple, and see which one is the worst, and sacrifice that one for a chance to upgrade the last one. In this case, we only get like 1 tier 3. It's not going to be that much. So yeah, when you have tree plot, usually no, you're not going to get that much juice. So in this one, we have blue, and blue yellow. So this one is pretty obvious. We'll click all the blue, and then we hope for the yellow to upgrade and have a tier 3. So this is the exceptions where you start with the blue. The reason for this is because you only have 1 purple, and when you click the purple, you will upgrade blue and yellow, meaning the next blue you're going to click, because you have to click blue again in this instance. The blue will have tier 2. That's the only reason for it. And you still pick the worst yellow plant, and hopefully the last yellow plant have tier 3. And I think in this one, we do get tier 3 of them. So it's pretty good. 3 tier 3 usually give you around like 1500 life force. So it's actually not that bad. So this is the 4 plot. The starting will be always the same, 4 plot and 5 plot. You will always choose blue. And then after the decision making will come after third plot. In this case, we have blue and purple and blue and yellow. Obviously, yellow will be the last. So on the third, we will choose purple, because purple and blue have the same chance to upgrade yellow, and we already upgrade things twice with blue. So the purple have a chance, usually have a high chance to have a tier 3. In this case, we do have it. So that's a better value for the third plot. And the fourth plot, I think in this one is the yellow failed to upgrade so many times. So we do not have any tier 3 at all. This can happen. The chance is not that high. Usually you always have a tier 3, but sometimes this can happen. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. So we have another 4 plot, and in this case we have 2 yellow. And when you have 2 yellow, ideally you want to preserve both of them. So in this case, I will take the blue, and after that I will take the purple, because when you take the blue, you have a chance to upgrade the purple and the yellow. In this case, the purple does have tier 2, so it's technically a better value. For the last 2 yellow, you have options. You can take both of them, or you want to sacrifice one of them to upgrade the last one. Basically, you gamble it. And the general rule is, if you have 1 tier 3 or have 0 tier 3, you will always gamble them. Most of the time, you will win the gamble. 0, technically, you cannot lose. 1, have a very low chance you can lose. 2, tier 3 is a little bit spicy. 3 and above, you will always keep. So that will be my recommendations for the last 2 yellow. So this is a 5 plot, and the logic will be always the same. You will start with blue, and after that you will have to check all the yellow if you really want to min-max. But in this case, I think at some point I kind of realized that it's just better to move fast rather than trying to get as much value from the tier 2. So I just sacrifice another blue, and I'm going to check all the yellow. This one have 2, this one have 1. And this one doesn't have tier 3, so this one I will sacrifice it and hope we can get upgrade on the last 2 yellow. And 5 plot is the best place for the crop rotation. It's just because you have so many chances. And in this case, we have 3, and we have T4 plan. So this is a very good scenario, a very good map, a very good harvest that's going to give you a lot of life force. So this is another 5 plot, and in this case there's no blue, so I should choose the purple first. That will give me a chance to have the second blue to have tier 2, but in this case I just choose the blue, and so the next one I will pick the plot that have the lowest amount of T2 on yellow, and in this case chance to not wield is proccing, and this is why the node is so powerful in crop rotations. I want to talk a little bit about the gambling side when you have a lot of yellow plan like this. When you have a yellow plan that already have tier 3, technically you can upgrade it to T4. The chance is not high. So this is why I recommend, if you have like if your sole intentions just to chasing the tier 4, I don't think that's a wise idea. I generally prefer a lot of tier 3 because for the tier 4, number one, it's only one monster. It gives like 1,000 life force. It basically equal to like 2 tier 3, around that size. In T4, yes, you will have a chance to get the critical life force, but I have killed like 20 T4. I haven't seen a single one. So I mean, obviously, if you can get it, sure. Like in this case, the plan that I sacrifice is 1, so there's no biggie. But if you sacrifice like 2 or 3 tier 3 for this, I don't think it's going to be worth it. So that's one thing to keep in mind about the T4, because I know that this probably will be tempting a lot of people. I think this is all I have for you today, and I hope this video helpful. And if you like the video, please like and subscribe. This will help the channel a lot, and I will see you in the next one.